Are you interested in starting your legal career? Why not make the prestigious and internationally recognised University of London your institution of choice? The University of London is one of the world's greatest institutions for learning and scholarship. In 1858, it became the birthplace of distance, blended and flexible learning, allowing students to study for their degrees not only outside of London, but right across the globe. Students have the option of studying at one of their recognised teaching centres. The University of the Commonwealth Caribbean, or UCC, is the only University of London recognised teaching institution in Jamaica offering tutorial support for the University of London's Certificate of Higher Education in Common Law and the Bachelor of Laws. The benefits of tutorial support include expert tutors, peer engagement on campus, structured learning, and higher completion rates. UCC is firmly rooted in a philosophy of education based on flexibility, professional standards, workplace exposure, effective student academic advising, teaching and learning quality, and faculty research. Register today by visiting our website at www.ucc.edu.jm or call us at 876 906 3000.
Making plans for studying after high school or transferring from another institution? Don't even think about wasting your time on studying something that has no real future job in store for you. Make the right decision to earn a degree from the University of the Commonwealth Caribbean and develop a wide range of transferable skills that will serve you for a lifetime. Choose from a wide selection of UCC degrees in accounting and financial management, business administration, applied psychology, paralegal studies, tourism and hospitality management, information technology, marketing, and much, much more. Attend classes at a UCC campus near you or online. Apply online today. Visit the UCC website at ucc.edu.jm and click on Get Started or call UCC at 906-3000. UCC, fostering leadership and innovation.
Hi, I'm Stephen Pern. I'm a second-year business administration student at UCC. Now, we are now internationally institutionally accredited. That means you can get a degree that's welcome anywhere in the world, anywhere, any country, any continent you go on, it's recognized. Now, we have campus in Kingston, Montego Bay, Ocho Rios, Maypen. Come where we are UCC, we are number one. We have the best program, the best package right now. Any degree you're looking for, come to us. We are UCC and we're here to stay. I'm also your first vice president for your student council body. I'm also a member of the Innovation Club. We are innovating and you should be here with us. We are UCC, number one.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Kevin Powell, Director of Student Services here at the University of the Commonwealth Caribbean. Let me take this opportunity to welcome all our viewers on Zoom and on other social media platforms to our first UCC virtual open house. The purpose of this virtual open house is to introduce you to a range of programs and services offered by UCC And we have put together a team of capable members and representatives from UCC to share with you most crucial information that you will need to make one of the most crucial decisions of your life. So it is fitting then that this virtual open house should be so aptly titled, Selecting the Right Accredited University, Degree Program and Career Path. Clearly, by accepting this invitation to attend this webinar, you have taken the first step in the process of selecting the right accredited university. Yes, you heard right. UCC has institutional accreditation nationally, regionally, and internationally. This coveted and highly sought after status makes the UCC, which was formally established just 15 years ago, as one of the only 4 higher education institutions in Jamaica, currently, of the 80 that have been registered with the University Council of Jamaica to have obtained such accreditation. To date, joining the University of the West Indies, the University of Technology, the Northern Caribbean University, as the only universities to achieve this status. Internationally, UCC is accredited by the Accreditation Service for International Colleges, ASIC. Our intention this afternoon is to keep you informed yet engaged throughout this webinar. So participants will be provided this afternoon with an opportunity to ask many questions I'm sure that you have, and we have a team well able and capable to answer those questions. So sit back, relax. We're about to engage on this journey of walking you through the best decision that you've ever made in your life, a decision to study here at the UCC. So please, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to welcome this afternoon with opening remarks and words of welcome our Professor Dennis Gale, the UCC President, to come and bring words of greeting. He's joining us live via Zoom. Professor Gale, over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Mr. Powell. It is my distinct pleasure to welcome all participants to UCC's virtual open house. The University of the Commonwealth Caribbean is Jamaica's largest independent institution of higher education, with its main campus in Kingston, Jamaica. And our core mission is to provide students with excellent educational experiences, designed and implemented by highly motivated, qualified, and student-centered local and international faculty members. UCC's animated vision is to offer broad-based opportunities to our students through partnerships, flexible delivery, and advise about access to finance within an environment characterized by high standards, institutional integrity, and respect for the dignity of each individual. UCC was formed in 2004 as a University College of the Caribbean, following the merger of 2 predecessor institutes, the Institute of Management Sciences, launched in 1992, and the Institute of Management and Production, incorporated in 1976. With our predecessor institutes, UCC has graduated more than 80,000 alumni since inception. In partial consequence, during the years since its formation, UCC has emerged as one of the fastest growing such institutions in the country and in the Caribbean region. UCC has 6 Jamaican campuses in Kingston, Montego Bay, Ocho Rios, Mandeville, and Maypen, and an average annual student enrollment of 5,000, with some 30% traditionally online. After the SARS-CoV-2 pandemic, as with most higher education institutions, UCC moved all academic programs online in mid-March 2020, albeit more successfully than many others. The current student population consists predominantly of working adults, including graduates in supervisory, management, and other leadership positions in several major private sector corporations and public sector institutions within Jamaica, across the Caribbean, and elsewhere in the world. The university's academic programs have long been accredited by Jamaica's national accreditation body, the University Council of Jamaica, which, as you have heard, recently awarded institutional accreditation to UCC following the award of International Institutional Accreditation status early in 2017 by the UK-based accreditation body, the Accreditation Services for International Schools, Colleges and Universities. UCC is therefore now nationally and internationally accredited. UCC is also the only Jamaican university to be recognized as an affiliate institution of the University of London to support the Certificate of Higher Education in Common Law and the Bachelor's in Laws degree program. The University of the Commonwealth Caribbean currently offers professional certificate, diploma, associate, bachelor, master's, and doctoral degree programs, the latter as a DBA and a professional doctorate in partnership with the University of Sunderland in the United Kingdom. UCC's academic degree programs include a wide range of disciplines, such as human resources management, information technology, marketing, finance, hospitality management, and business administration. UCC also offers customized corporate training programs through our corporate education department and the career advancement program, as well as the early college advanced placement program through an affiliate, the UCC Academy. Returning to graduate degree programs, UCC partners with Florida International University in offering engineering management, as well as the professional MBA, and with the Commonwealth of Learning in offering the SEMBA and the SEMPA programs, focusing respectively upon the executive management of business and of public administration. In the course of this open house, the Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs will provide opening remarks, followed by a review of UCC's academic programs. This will be presented by the Senior Director for International Recruitment and Enrollment. It will then be time for a discussion of the UCC online experience by none other than the Director of Online Programs. To round out this open house, the Chief Financial Officer will explain how to fund your tuition expenses at UCC, and the Deputy Principal of the UCC Academy will discuss the options provided by the still relatively new Occupational Associate Degrees and UCC's Academic Associate Degrees, before we provide you with a chance to fire questions at our panel of speakers. With that, I would like to thank our moderator and turn the floor back over to him.
Thank you so very much, Professor Gale, for outlining the good things that will be taking place in our webinar this afternoon. And just for a matter of engagement, I'd like, if you're hearing me, if you're in Zoom, and if you're able to type using the chat room option, I want for you to type where you're joining us from. If they're coming from Jamaica, if you're coming from Trinidad and Tobago, are you coming from Barbados? Are you coming from Guyana? Please let us know so we can welcome you and big up your country, because it's a regional experience that we are engaged in this afternoon. Coming with opening remarks, our Executive Vice President in charge of Academic Affairs, to talk about the slew of programs and to give you warm welcome to our blessed university. We're inviting at this time Professor Bernadette Warner to make these remarks. Please make her feel welcome by giving her virtual round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Powell, and a pleasant good afternoon to everyone. Very special welcome to all participants coming to us from Jamaica and internationally. I am very pleased to bring you remarks focused upon helping you to make the right decision as you contemplate the next era in your educational career. I will tell you why UCC represents the wisest choice for both personal and professional growth. So you've heard a lot about accreditation, but I need to say why this is so important to you as you contemplate your choice of university. The University of the Commonwealth Caribbean is registered with and recognized by the University Council of Jamaica as a university college with the authority to offer academic degrees up to the master's level. UCC has also been granted institutional accreditation by the University Council of Jamaica effective November 11, 2019. But what does this mean? It means that institutional accreditation is only granted to an institution that has been found to meet or to exceed established standards for educational quality. Therefore, students who successfully complete a UCC academic degree are assured of graduating from an excellent academic program provided by an institutionally accredited institution, which will be accepted anywhere in the world. UCC also has, as another point for you to consider, a number of collaborations with premier international partners, which include Florida International University, from which we deliver their professional executive Masters in Business Administration, as well as the Master of Science in Engineering Management. The Commonwealth of Learning Partnership sees us delivering the Executive Master's program in Business Administration, as well as in Public Administration. Our partnership with the University of London focuses upon the delivery of tutorials for the Certificate of Higher Education in Common Law and the LLB programs or Bachelor of Laws program with UOL. And the crowning glory, the University of Sunderland with our doctorate programs in business administration, as well as the professional doctorate. A third reason would be the fact that UCC offers high quality, nationally and internationally accredited academic degree programs. Fourthly, UCC offers you the opportunity for life-changing opportunities for personal growth and professional development. And I want to take a moment to share with you, before we go to the next point, a very important aspect of the philosophy of UCC, which is to provide a pathway to higher education for all who wish to achieve this milestone. So unlike most universities, UCC will accept you into an academic program, even if your matriculation requirements fall short, but we will allow you the opportunity to complete courses in mathematics, English, and accounts on campus so as to fulfill your admission requirements. If you have no CSEC subjects or equivalent qualifications, you may enroll in the UCCA diploma program, which allows you to matriculate into an Associate of Science or a Bachelor of Science program at UCC. The next reason is a very important one for all of us, the low cost of tuition. You would have done your research, wouldn't you? And you would know that the tuition rates offered by the UCC is favorably comparable to any institution of higher education in Jamaica and elsewhere. Further, if you register early, you may complete this process each semester for as little as 5,000 Jamaican dollars with your payment plan in place. UCC also offers attractive UCC Foundation and other scholarship options, which many students appreciate and which go a long way towards assisting in financing your education journey. We also offer flexible synchronous and face-to-face class times, early in the morning, during the day, evenings, and weekends. Moreover, all students have 24/7 access to learning, teaching, and assessment resources that are provided online. Professional student advising and career guidance are provided for all students, and we have a dedicated student mentoring and support system via the Department of Student Affairs. We offer you 2 flexible teaching and learning modalities, online 100% online as well as blended. And our blended format includes a combination of face-to-face classes, online classes, hybrid classes where students may be engaged in a classroom situation, face-to-face with the instructor, while being streamed online to online students. We also have a high flex model. And finally, we encourage and look forward to the development of a diverse student body, particularly if, as we look towards the fall, the incoming international students will be a distinctive addition to our student body. Expert and committed international online faculty members, excellent teaching and learning environment for all students, and finally, we assure you that university best practices are established across all programs and across all campuses at UCC. So I want to congratulate you for taking this first step, for seeing and taking into serious consideration UCC as a viable option for your choice of university. And I thank you so much for your attention.
Thank you so very much, Professor Warner, for selling all of the items here from UCC that you as a student can be guaranteed standards, we call them, 24/7 access, student mentorship and student advisement programs going on in the department that I proudly head to give you some support there. Affordable tuition, opportunities for scholarship, flexible classes and class times. You are in good hands here at UCC. And so thank you, Professor Warner, for that overview and for telling our participants about all the offerings that they can anticipate here at UCC. So, coming now with an overview of the programs offered by UCC, master's, bachelor's, master track programs, varied programs, is our interim senior director for international recruitment and enrollment, Mrs. Andrea Ray. Another virtual round of applause as she comes to share the slew of programs that UCC has to offer. Andrea, over to you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Powell. Thank you. Good afternoon again, everyone. And today I have the distinct opportunity to showcase our suite of UCC accredited programs to assist you in making the right decision as you look to select the right accredited university, degree programs, and career path. So as we move towards the overview of our programs, we're gonna take a look this evening at the overview of UCC. We're gonna talk a little bit about why would you want to study with us. We also delve in and talk a little bit about our undergraduate programs that are offered, have you get a better idea of the admission requirements, talk to you also about our graduate programs, our master's and doctorate programs. Definitely you want to hear more about our postgraduate certificates and diplomas, and last but not least, our on-demand diploma and certificate courses. All right, so I want to talk to you a little bit about UCC. So our corporate office is headquartered at 17 Worthington Avenue here in New Kingston. And of course, as mentioned before, UCC was of course formed in 2002, birthed out of a merger between IMS, which is Institute of Management Sciences, and IMP, Institute of Management and Production. And as was mentioned before, but it's worth mentioning again, UCC was the first university college in Jamaica, and of that we are extremely proud. And so today, UCC is one of the fastest growing institutions in Jamaica, and I dare to say in the Caribbean by extension. And today we can proudly say that UCC is a group of companies. Also want to also add that UCC is Jamaica's largest non-affiliate privately owned higher education institution, providing world-class educational programs through highly trained and experienced local and international faculty. So just to move on a little bit, we did talk about our regional campuses island-wide. So we have a couple of regional campuses island-wide, stemming from Maypen, or Mandeville location. We also have Montego Bay, and of course, not to be left out, Ocho Rios. So you might be asking, why study with UCC? We offer UCC faculties that are highly professional in their respective field of study. What that means for you then is that they bring the experience into the classroom, and so the syllabus is greatly influenced by this experience and their expertise. We also know that this offers to you tremendous networking opportunities. So as you look to establish your career and make sure that you're selecting the right accredited university, degree program, and career path, this will create tremendous networking opportunities for you. Similarly, we offer flexible study options, flexible payment options, of which we're going to talk more about that later. And of course, it allows you access to tuition financing, numerous scholarships, and of course, we must mention again the various international partnerships that we have, including FIU for a master's program. We also have, through the prestigious University of London, our law program, as well as our doctoral program through the University of Sunderland in the UK. And of course, it's worth mentioning again, Mr. Powell did talk about our institutional accreditation, and we're extremely proud of that, so I could not talk about that. So we must mention our international accreditation, and of course, we have the national and international accreditation. All right, so it's time to talk about our undergraduate programs, and I'm sure you're excited to hear more about that. So we're gonna start first with our School of Business and Management. And so in our School of Business and Management, we of course offer a Bachelor's of Science in Business Administration. We also have a Business Administration with the various majors, including accounting, financial management, accounting and financial management, and information system management. Similarly, we offer a Bachelor's of Science in Human Resource Management, in marketing, production and operations management, logistics and operations management, and many more. But I also want to take this opportunity as well to highlight some of our new programs. And those will include a Bachelor's of Science in Marketing, majoring in Digital Marketing and Advertising Management. We also have a Bachelor's in Innovation and Entrepreneurship, and of course, a Bachelor's of Arts in Media and Communication. So in our School of Humanities and Law, we of course have our Bachelor's of Science in Social Work, or Bachelor's of Science in Applied Psychology, similarly Bachelor's of Science in Criminology and Criminal Justice, and of course our prestigious University of London and Certificate of Higher Education in Common Law. And of course, as we move to our School of Technology and Mathematics, we have our Bachelor's of Science in Information Technology. All right, so you may be asking, what about the admission requirements? What are the considerations for me to be admitted into the University of the Commonwealth Caribbean? And so for full acceptance, we typically ask that you possess a minimum of 5 CSEC or 5 GCE, and your grades should be at least A, B, and C, or 1, 2, and 3 respectively. And of course, as we move on to look at other qualifying criteria, if it is that you do not possess all of the 5 CSEC, we do offer another path for you to be matriculated. And that would include your 4 CSEC. And of course, you would not be required to do some foundational classes, including your core math, your core English, and your foundational accounting. Also, not to be left out, we offer what's called a mature acceptance admission path for persons who may not possess the required CSEC at this time. And of course, that will include for you to be able to demonstrate the required 5 years working experience. You typically would be over the age of 25, and of course, there will be additional requirements, but that will assist you in terms of the supporting documents. All right, so the study options. And so we know, as mentioned before, that UCC has transitioned in a lot of areas, especially in this COVID environment, to the blended option. And of course, there is a 100% online. All right, so we are gonna move forward now to talk a little bit about the application steps. All right, so how do I apply? How do I apply? All right, so we're gonna talk a little bit, we're gonna talk you through how do you apply. So of course we do the paper-based application as well. But strictly speaking, you would need to apply online. So you'd go to our official website at ucc.edu.jm. You would of course click on the apply link. And once you do that, it transitions you to the page where you can start applying. All right? It's typically at this point too, highlight for you, so you can then get a chance to see the varying degree programs we offer, the undergraduate, the graduate, and all the different suite of programs that we offer. Once you have made a decision that you are going to move ahead to apply, which I know you will, because you will be ensuring you're selecting the right accredited university, the right degree program, and of course, one that would take you on the best career path. All right, so once you do that, then it will highlight for you all the different documents that you would need for submission. We highly recommend that you have these documents ready for upload at the time of application. But if you do not, never mind. You do have the option to come back at a later time to upload, or you can then email those documents to us. All right, so we're going to segue and talk a little bit more now about our shorter courses that are offered through our corporate ed. And so these shorter courses either run for a duration of a few days, maybe a week or so, depending on the one you have an interest in, or it could go 6 to 8 weeks or a couple of months for those that you may be looking to seek a certification in. And so some of the short course, the on-demand professional certificate courses include a very popular one, our project management, our HR or supervisory management is very popular, or manufacturing or accounting, and there are many, many more. So you may be wondering or asking, what would be the benefit for me to pursue a short course, a certificate course? And I'd be happy to answer. It offers you flexible study options. Of course, there's the online, blended, there is the hybrid and a combination. And of course, it gives you the option to earn credits towards degree programs. And last but not least, certainly, they offer flexible payment plan arrangements. All right, thank you everyone for your attention, and do enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you so very much, Andrea, for outlining to our participants online the very many programs UCC has to offer. In fact, let us look at where we are. Professor Warner gave you all the reasons why UCC is the university of choice. 24-hour access, nationally and internationally accredited, and the list went on. And Andrea just shared with us the many programs, choices that you have, that you can choose today to secure your future. Yes? So if you're a high school student, you're about to leave high school, UCC has a program for you. If you already have your degree, but you want to pursue postgraduate studies, UCC has a program for you. If you are a working professional and you want to update and to improve yourself professionally, UCC has a program for you. So let's now hear a message from our Dean of Undergraduate Studies, Dr. Yvonne Dawkins, as she brings greetings and a message on behalf of the various departments here at UCC. Dr. Dawkins, over to you, my friend.
Thank you, Mr. Powell. Hello, everyone. I want to greet you on behalf of the academic team. Now, when you come into a university environment, you are going to meet many, many persons. The academic team, we are the ones who will hold your hand from the point of registration all the way to graduation. Our job is to make sure that you navigate this journey and that you navigate it safely and make your way to your outcome. And the outcome that you want is your certification. Now, I know that we've been talking very excitingly about UCC, and you can tell that we are excited to be part of this UCC experience. But it occurred to me that we're making a lot of assumptions about you. We're assuming that you are ready for a career, an academic career in higher education. And so I thought I'd back it up a little bit and talk to you a little bit about the higher education choice. why this is a choice for you. So, why would you choose higher education? University isn't just about learning or isn't just about certification. The university experience will enrich your life. Making a choice to be part of a university experience opens up some opportunities to you that you may not have thought of before. So how will your life be enriched? It will increase your knowledge, obviously. You will get a chance to study what you love, study what you're interested in, study with experts in their fields. It will give you a taste of independence and freedom. Some of you are transitioning from secondary education, and you're accustomed to an environment in which somebody else tells you what courses you should choose. Here is an opportunity to do something that you want to do, that you're interested in, and an opportunity to meet new people, even if only through an online environment. You will gain qualification that's internationally accredited and recognized. And you've heard that UCC's qualifications are recognized and respected by employers and academics worldwide. You will develop essential skills that you need for your career and your working life. Skills such as communication, time management, organization, teamwork. And you will increase your earning potential. Do you know that on average, a university graduate earns at least 30% more than someone who does not have a university degree? So these options are available to you when you make this choice. You can focus on subjects that you've studied at school that you want to extend your knowledge of. And these are things that you have a passion for. This is an opportunity for you to focus on preparing for a career that is right for you. And some subjects will be new, and some will be totally an opportunity to pursue something deeper that you've always been interested in. Many courses in our university will offer you an opportunity to combine subjects to suit your interests and your preferences. And so if you're still wondering if higher education is right for you, you really have to do some thinking about this. How do you know the right program for you? And the first thing you have to ask yourself is, what are you good at? What do you do well? What holds your interest? What makes you passionate? What do you want to know more about? What do other people think that you are good at? And what would you like to do in your spare time? Now, you might have thought about this already. I hope you have, because there are some skills that you already have that are leading you towards the career that you're going to choose. Maybe you're good at organizing events, and maybe a career in business administration is good for you. Maybe you're good at planning, and you might be interested in something like logistics. On the other hand, maybe you're interested in engineering, but you don't like math. You want to think about that again. I want you to make sure that this is an intentional process for you. So even though we're sharing all the exciting programs we offer at UCC, think about the choices that you will make that will be good for you. So the first question, what are you good at? And the second question, what are the opportunities that you see? Look around you. What are some of the jobs that you see that are available in your country that you think you would like to participate in? What are the profitable jobs? What are the new jobs, the growing careers? What are the careers that are focused on innovation, on technology? Is that something you're interested in? Or maybe careers that are focused on helping people, like social work, social psychology. Is that something you're interested in? Are you thinking about it? So now we're on to the third question. What are the experiences of other people? Have you spoken to other people who've pursued higher education? And what is it that they've said that have made you excited about pursuing an associate's degree or a bachelor's degree? Ask around, and if you don't know persons who've pursued higher education, there's always Uncle Google. So Google, what are the experiences that persons have of a university accredited degree? And know that for some of you, your parents have told you it is important to get a degree, but it is also important that you want it for yourself. So now it's time for you to think, what kind of university do I want to be a part of? We think UCC is the university for you. We think that because you are able to study all of our programs without leaving your home, we are giving you an opportunity to pursue higher education in a manner that is convenient and accessible to you. You should think about it and be sure that this is your choice. So, this is what we're all about today. We're all about offering you an option that works for you. UCC offers you a wide range of courses that are structured to make you work ready. We are offering you online delivery of our programs, and that makes it convenient for you. And we're offering you an equipped and supportive team that will work with you, whether it means someone to support you in registering your program, registering your courses, or someone who supports you in your academic journey. Our faculty members are all familiar with the requirements of the workplace. And we have departments that are also supporting your non-academic growth at UCC. So if you haven't thought about it before, I'm hoping you're thinking about it now, and you are realizing that a choice to pursue higher education is a choice that is available for you. So we're really excited to welcome you at UCC. And I like to end with quotes, so I'm going to end with a quotation that I want you to think about. The adventure of life is to learn, the purpose of life is to grow, and the nature of life is to change. Come to UCC, learn, grow, and change for the better. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so very much, Dr. Dawkins. Learn, grow, and change. Sound advice there. So, what a package. University of choice is UCC. The program of choice, we gave you quite a few to choose from. Career options, our Dean of Undergraduate Studies just shared with you the things you need to go through, the things you need to consider in order to make the right choice in that career. And whatever that choice is, UCC offers a variety of programs to suit that choice, to make that decision. So I'd like to dub this section now, learning in the age of COVID. See, COVID has revolutionized the world, you see. All programs, whether they were face-to-face or distance before, now have to be placed online. So what does this mean? What does this mean for you? UCC has been on the cutting edge, even before COVID-19 was around. Yes, in the digital age of learning. And so I don't want to oversell my good friend, Miss Sandra Bloomfield at the moment, but I can tell you that UCC's online programs, online learning and delivery programs, exceptional, par none. So ladies and gentlemen, listen now, relax. Miss Sandra Bloomfield will walk you through the online delivery of our courses here at UCC. Make her feel welcome. Sandra, over to you, my friend.
Thank you, Mr. Powell. Good afternoon, everyone. I am, as you said, Sandra Bloomfield, your online programs director, and it is my distinct pleasure to join you virtually this afternoon and specifically to speak to you about UCC Online. The online department operates using a virtual learning environment consisting of the student management system. We now use the Arian, a learning management system. We use the Moodle, and the video management system, we use Zoom. I'll tell you a little bit about each of them. Our student management system is where your personal information and information related to the program is stored. There, you will select your program, select the courses that you wish to pursue that are part of the program. Your financial information is also there. And once the student management system information is in accordance with the university requirement, then you are given access to the learning management system from where the content of the courses are delivered. The course content is accessible asynchronously, meaning that you can access them at any time. You also have access to your lecturer and your lecturer's information on the learning management system. And we use a video management system, right now Zoom, for that live chat session with your lecturers. There you will be able to engage your lecturers in discussions, ask questions about the content that you saw or watched on Moodle, and you will also be able to just get clarification on any misconception that you have, or be able to apply what you have learned from what you pursued on the learning management system. But don't worry, these sessions, although they are live, they are also recorded and stored on the Moodle, so you can download them at any time, whether you inadvertently missed the class or you just want to review those materials. So that's our learning environment, but it would be a remiss of me not to mention our dynamic online team. We have a team of officers that are available from 7 a.m. until 11 p.m. So you have full access to them. They are affair with the technology. So whatever questions, queries, comments that you have, they are there at your disposal right throughout the day and way into the night. We also, they are affair with the policies and the programs. And so if you have questions about the programs, they are able to assist you as well, academic advisement and so on. And they are a very dedicated and committed team. We really look forward to serving you, as Mr. Powell said earlier, students of UCC. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Sandra Bloomfield, for sharing about the amazing online platform available to students at UCC. Certainly, much to look forward to. Flexibility of the classes, asynchronous and synchronous delivery. You don't want to miss out on an opportunity to earn your degree here at UCC, because guess what? The world is moving on, yes? And so we need to move with the times. Online learning is where it's at. And so we have all the support that you need to ensure that you are well supported here at UCC. We are all too aware of the challenges that attend to financing this dream of yours. We all have a dream, but sometimes one of the biggest impediments to the dream is, of course, finding the adequate financing to service our dreams and to acquire the dream of getting a higher education. So at this time, we're going to be inviting our Chief Financial Officer in the form of Mrs. Jennifer Walker Brown, who will be sharing with us the affordability of the courses here at UCC that you will not want to miss. So over to my friend Jennifer for her presentation. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for staying with us for this, our very first UCC virtual open house. We're going to talk a little bit about your tuition, and you'll see how very affordable this is. And even though it is affordable to start with, we've taken it a step further and have introduced some very attractive waivers. So let us just jump right into that. Your tuition is determined by the number of credits required for the completion of the degree program. Generally, a degree program requires the completion of a particular number of credits spread over a number of modules, typically 3 credit modules. And of course, this will be outlined in your acceptance letter that you will receive from UCC. For the bachelor's degree, there are some upfront fees that students are required to pay. These are the application fees, miscellaneous fees, and late registration fees if you miss the deadline for early and normal registration. Now to move to the tuition, which is the biggie. For Jamaican student, we charge $30,000 per 3 credit module. Now, for 1 semester, for a full-time student, the norm is to do 5 modules. So this will cost $150,000. For a part-time student, the norm is for the student to do 3 modules. So this will cost $90,000. Very attractive, ladies and gentlemen. You will see later on in the presentation that we have some waivers where these fees of $150,000 or $90,000 will be further reduced depending on what you decide to do. There are some other costs that you are required to pay. Mrs. Ray spoke about some of these fundamental or foundation courses, math, English, fundamentals of accounting, and these attract a lower price of $15,000 for online, $18,000 if and when we move back to face-to-face. So bear these in mind. University of London, one of our partners, they also offer bachelor's degree as well. And there are some upfront costs as well, commitment fee, miscellaneous fee, and late registration. But for the tuition, for the Bachelor of Law program, this is typically a 3-year program. And for the first year, you would be paying 68,133 Jamaican dollars per module. And then for the second and third year, we say, our students are now here. We are going to take down this price. And so you will be paying $61,320 per module. The standard is to do 12 modules. So your fee would be the 12 modules times the 68,133. You do 4 modules typically in the first year and 4 in each of the second and third year. We also offer a certificate of higher education in common law. And in order to do this, you do 4 modules plus English. And the cost for this is $68,133 plus the cost for the English, which is $24,750. Total cost for this program is $297, $282,000. You're not going to find this anywhere else in Jamaica, in the Caribbean, anywhere else, ladies and gentlemen. We've not spoken a lot about the associate degrees. We'll have speakers coming who will be talking about those. But just so you know that, this program is even more reasonable, ladies and gentlemen. The UCC Associate or Traditional Degree Program, you can do that for 150,000 Jamaican dollars per year. And then there is the Occupational Associate Degree, which is a 2-year program, and you can do this for 90,000 per year. So you have options. Just wrapping up, our tuition payment options are numerous. You can pay in full, you can pay during the normal and early registration period and get those waivers or discounts that we spoke about earlier. Or you have payment options where you can make payment of as little as $5,000 during the early registration period and you pay off the balance. This you must do. You will actually start to make your payments during the early registration period. Or if you are a person who are a little bit late and you come in during normal registration, you can make a payment of 40% of your tuition plus the miscellaneous fees. Folks, you always have to be reminded, we pay the tuition fees plus the miscellaneous fees. Those are the discounts, those are the waivers, those are the payment plan. And there are a whole lot more to this. So I am going to ask that you get in touch with the Student Financial Services, and you'll see their information in a little while. Yes, it's up. It's sfs@ucc.edu.jm. The phone numbers are also listed. Any information that you need as it relates to financing, this is the team that will help you. They will help you with registration. They will help you with your invoices, providing statements, and also help you to get financing option. Very great team. You need to remember this team. Finally, just before I leave, I want to remind us that we also have very attractive international rates for our international students. You can complete your bachelor for the very low cost of between 5,000 to 10,000 US dollars. This is dependent on the region that you will be coming from, whether it's in Africa, as far away as Africa, or it's closer home. Any information that you need on this, you can contact the SFS department at sfs@ucc.edu.jm. I thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
So as I said earlier, we were going to be answering your questions. You did indeed submit your questions, and we're going to be asking our panelists who have been gathered here, who you have heard from all this afternoon, to answer some of these questions. On the panel, I have to my right, I have Dr. Dawkins, Dr. Yvonne Dawkins. She spoke earlier. She's the Dean of Undergraduate Studies. We also have our CFO. I have quite a few questions here for our CFO as it relates to financing tertiary education. That is this is Jennifer Walker-Brown. And of course, we have our recruitment and enrollment manager, Mrs. Andrea Ray, and then we have our online representative, the director of online, Miss Sandra Bloomfield, and of course we have Dr. Tomlinson. So let me ask the first question to Andrea. There's a question here, Andrea, just asking, student is asking, does the university offer a degree in computer science? And if so, what are the required qualifications for this option?
Thank you so much for asking that question. We do offer a comparable program, which is a Bachelor of Science in Information Technology. And the requirement for that program for full acceptance would be 5 CSEC, inclusive of math and English. And just to remind you, I did mention if you have 4 CSEC, you can also be considered for the program as well. And definitely, you can also be considered on the mature track if you do not possess required CSEC or GCE. So definitely we have a place if you fit in any of those categories. So we do have that similar program.
All right, another question about another program offering. Somebody's asking, do we offer hospitality management program for undergraduates?
I'm glad you asked. We absolutely offer a Bachelor's of Science in Tourism and Hospitality Management, absolutely.
All right, and let me just stay with you, Andrea, because there are a couple of questions about our program offerings. So this question is asking, what are the requirements for the social work short courses? You mentioned that we offer short courses. What are the requirements for the social work short course?
Absolutely. All right, so for the social work short course, you typically do not require to have any CSEC or GCE. So you are able to be admitted in the program without those qualifications. So we will consider you once you do the application and you meet the working. You do not even have to be working honestly at this time, but we do not consider the academic qualifications for entry into the short course.
So if they wish to do a short course, they can go ahead and apply, and their application will be processed.
That is correct.
All right. All right. This question, I think the dean can answer this question. So a participant was listening to our student council representative, Mr. O'Neill Dow, who said he had finished his degree in 2 years. And so this person was very excited about that and was asking, how can one complete his degree in 2 years? Dean?
Can I take the mic? Oh, I can go ahead. Okay. Well, everybody's interested in a fast track. Normally, our full-time or part-time students, let me start there. Normally, our part-time students would do 3 modules per semester, and our full-time students would be allowed to do as many as 5 modules per semester. However, there are persons who come to UCC having done some other degree level programs in other institutions, and therefore they're able to get what we call advanced credits. And what that means is that if you've done a degree level program in another institution that is equivalent to the course that we are offered here, you may not have to repeat that exact course, and you will get credit for it, and you will only have to pursue the courses you've not yet completed. And so for such an individual, the journey might be a shorter journey to complete it.
Andrea, back to you with another question. Somebody's asking, do we take City and Guild mathematics?
Absolutely, we do take City and Guild, preferably at level 3, but yes, we do take it for mathematics as well as English.
All right, another question. Is there an age limit for admission at UCC?
There is no age limits. Let us put it like that. There is no age limit for acceptance in terms of the higher end. On the lower end, we typically will take persons who are 16 and over. But I also want to add too that we had an exceptionally gifted student that was below the age of 16.
Yes.
So I want to stress there is typically, once you meet the requirement, we will definitely make a place available for you.
So there is a place at UCC for you. Let me go to Dr. Tomlinson. Student is being asked for you to just remind them about the courses that are in the Occupational Associate's degree and the attending cost of those programs. For me, please.
Programs currently offered under the occupational banner will be logistics and supply chain management, BPO, agri-food processing, construction site management, and logistics and supply chain. Renewable energy is also offered. The program cost is $90,000 inclusive of a tablet. Without the tablet, you can pay $75,000. So that's the programs that are offered, and that's the cost associated with the same.
Okay, could you repeat that for me, please? I gather you were a little low just now. So if you could repeat the programs that are being offered in the Occupational Associate's degree, as well as the costs.
Okay, just to repeat, the programs currently being offered at Accredited in terms of our occupational degrees are as follows: logistics and supply chain management, agri-food processing, construction site management, BPO, renewable energy. Those are the programs that are currently being offered. The costs associated with them are as follows: $90,000. Very, as we mentioned earlier, that it's very competitive. It's $90,000 inclusive of a tablet. However, you can pay $75,000 if you already have your own tablet. So it's $90,000 inclusive of a tablet, or $75,000, and you purchase your own tablet.
All right, thank you very much. I have some other questions here. Ronaldo Black is asking if we have which faculty, if we offer a program in photography and cinematography. Andrea, tell me, do we offer a program in photography and cinematography? Student is asking there.
Thanks for that question, Mr. Powell. Currently, we do not offer a degree in photography and
cinematography.
Absolutely. Not at this time, but it's something we can consider in the future.
But if the student is interested, I suppose, in media and communications,
absolutely.
that's an alternative that student could also choose. All right, another question, I'm getting a few questions asking about our nursing program, if we have a nursing program, or if our students can apply to become doctors at UCC. Andrea, are we there? Are we quite there yet, Andrea?
We're not quite there yet with the nursing. It's something that we have on consideration. We're not quite there yet. We do have those, if persons looking for the pre-med, we do refer those persons to the Caribbean Medical School.
Okay, repeat that for me, please, Andrea.
For persons who actually are looking for the medical program, possibly we are able, and the pre-med, they want to start at the pre-med stage, we can refer them to the Caribbean Medical School.
All right. I have a few questions here, people asking, Andrea, about the matriculation requirements. I'm getting questions about, can they apply having less than the 5 CSEC or CXC courses? And of course, what do we have for mature entrance?
All right, I'll be happy to repeat. So as I mentioned, the standard requirement would be for you to have 5 CSEC or 5 GCE. So that's fully understood and clear. Now, if it is you do not have the 5, and say you have 4, you can still be considered for matriculation, and there are other matriculation requirements that you would meet. And I did mention that you would more than likely be required to pursue what we call a core courses for you to matriculate. And those courses include math, if you don't have that as a grades 1 or 2, also for the English and for the foundational accounting. So that is for the 4. So the 5, fully understood if you have 4. But then we also do offer matriculation for persons who may not be able to meet any other 2 requirements. And for that is the mature track, as we call it. But if you have no CSEC at all, but you do meet other relevant requirements, inclusive of having 5 years working experience, or you do have, or you're over the age of 25. So you can definitely be considered for the mature track and equally matriculate into our degree programs, but having as well to complete some core classes.
All right, let me throw a question to Sandra Bloomfield, and I have a question for you after. Sandra, student is asking to just walk them through the online delivery. They're asking can it be, is it a self-paced module that you're doing, or is it thoroughly asynchronous or synchronous?
Thank you for the question, Kevin. The courses are on the Moodle and on the learning management system, and you can pursue them in a self-paced manner, but all our assessments are timed. So there's an assessment schedule, there are deadlines for submission, and so they are really controlled that way. The institution controls the timing of assessments.
Okay, so you have to complete your assessments in accordance with the okay. Schedule. All right, not a problem. Coming back to Andrew now, so the student, heard this particular student heard about, the brilliant student you had mentioned earlier. She says she's 14 years old, completed high school, and she's asking if she would be accepted to UCC.
Here is, if she meets the other requirements, and this is something that I would want to look at. So I would want to speak to her on a one-on-one, and I don't see why not if she meets the other requirements. But it was something that we can discuss on a one-on-one basis.
Okay. The Dean, here's a question for you. I think you had addressed this question earlier, but we could perhaps just reinforce it. Student says she has an associate degree from another institution. Would that student get exemptions from UCC?
Well, such a student, in your application, you would indicate your qualifications, and our admissions team would do an assessment of that qualification. So specifically, if the associate's degree, I don't know if you were able to hear me earlier, and I said that our admissions team would do an assessment of your qualification. And if your associate's degree was from an accredited institution, and if the courses that you have done were similar
or identical to the courses that we are offering, then we would be able to give you credit for having done the associate's degree.
Okay. Question for Dr. Tomlinson. Student is asking that $90,000 with a tablet. She's asking which of the courses would apply for that $90,000 with the tablet.
Okay, so all our students who apply for the occupational degree program, having paid the $90,000, you will receive a tablet. So it's for the occupational associate's degree program.
Go again for me, please.
It's our occupation, otherwise known as our OAD program,
Yes.
which is the logistics and supply chain management, or agri-food processing, construction site management, BPO, and renewable energy. So if you enrolled in any one of those programs, you pay the $90,000, you're guaranteed a tablet.
Okay, can you provide the qualifications for the associate degree programs, please, or the requirements to study in the associate degrees program?
So for the occupational degree programs, what you need is that you can matriculate either with Heart Level 2, CAP Level 2, or 460 subjects. Now you might say you don't have math or English. We have programs that are foundational that you can do. So we'll take you where you are and then we'll help you along the pathway as you progress in your associate degree.
Okay, I'm not sure if Professor Warner is still on with us, but there's a question about the hybrid. You mentioned in your presentation about the hybrid and the high flex. Could you elaborate? Student is asking if you could elaborate on those modalities.
Yes, I'll be glad to. So like we said, there are two modalities offered, 100% fully online and a blended modality. The blended modality consists of the face-to-face interaction in the classroom. It includes online delivery as well, and a hybrid model. Hybrid occurs where one course is delivered online and at times face-to-face. So 50% of the course might be offered online, another 50% of the course in the classroom face-to-face. The high flex model is one where a course is offered face-to-face, but at the same time is being streamed live to an online class or two at the same time. So it's a combination of a face-to-face and an online experience at the same time.
Thank you so very much for that clarity, Professor Warner. And then the final question for the afternoon goes to Andrea. Student is asking just to clarify the simplicity, if you wish, of the online application process. Just walk them through that process and how does the upload and how soon after the application is made can they expect a response from UCC?
Absolutely. Thanks, Kevin. That's a great question. So the online application is done via our official website. And let me repeat that. And it is at ucc.edu.jm. So once you go there, it takes you to the Apply Online link. Once you click on that link, it takes you to the page where you're able to review again our different suite of degree programs, whether it's a graduate, the undergraduate, or the law program. And then, of course, it takes you to the steps in completing the application. And then there's a link that you go ahead and click on to begin the application process. Once you do that, and of course it asks for your information, your name and your pertinent information and things like that, including your qualifications. Once you have completed the pertinent and relevant information, then you have the option to upload. So it does give you that option to upload all of your supporting documents to that portal. We do ask that you have the documents ready for ease of upload. But again, if that is not ready at your fingertips, we do provide another option for you to email the documents to us in the recruitment and enrollment department. And then we'll be happy to then forward them to admissions on your behalf.
Okay.
All right, did I adequately answer that?
I think you did, Andrea.
Okay,
I think you
thank
did.
you.
And I knew I said I said last question, but I have to squeeze this one in to our CFO, my friend. I'm so sorry. And the question is, how much is the miscellaneous fee currently? And Andrea, before you go, what's the email address? They're asking what the email address is so that if they're having difficulties where they can forward the rest of the documents to you.
All right, not a problem. We're gonna go ahead and type it in the chat as well, but for ease of, of you who are maybe recording at this time, let me go slowly. So you're gonna send it to support. So that's support, SUPPORT, at ucc.edu.jm.
So that's support, SUPPORT, at ucc.edu.jm. That's the email address for you to use. If you are making additional inquiries, we'll be happy to assist you. So, over to you, miscellaneous fee.
All right, thanks, Mr. Powell. If you're currently enrolled, the miscellaneous fee is 15,000 Jamaican dollars.
Thank you so very much. Of course, if you have other questions, please feel free to contact us at UCC using the email address that was highlighted earlier at support@ucc.edu.jm, and one of our team members will be more than happy to answer all of your questions. Thank you so very much. It's been my pleasure hosting this session for you this afternoon. Questions were posed. The decision is very clear. UCC is the accredited institution of choice for you to get that career path that you so need to advance yourself individually. And so we have provided all the information. Please visit our website for additional information. Please make contact with our team from the recruitment department, and we'll answer all of the other questions that you may have that were not covered in this webinar this afternoon. On behalf of the management and staff of UCC, we want to wish for you a pleasant rest of the afternoon, and we do look forward for you going through the process and becoming a part of the UCC family. Once again, thank you so very much, and pleasant good afternoon.